So 2 days ago, someone was shot, right, at a protest, right? And then people kept asking this question: why did he go there with a gun? If he knows that he is just a nurse, he's very innocent, then why does he have to go out with a gun? Even if it is licensed, because the gun was even licensed. But why did he have to go out with the gun? Anyways, let's watch those videos and see what they're saying. And then after then, we'll come back and I'll be here with the commentaries. But what do you think? Do you also feel the same? Why does he need to go out with the gun? And all of that, right? I'm going to say what what my own thoughts are, and I would also like to hear what your thoughts are about this same issues, right? Let's keep watching those videos. Do not forget that credit goes to the owners of our videos, right? And then I'll be back. Just keep watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can always see these videos. Let's go.
So the people who were cheering on, justified, donated to, and supported Kyle Rittenhouse are now asking the same question that you just saw up there. They're now the ones asking, why did you bring a gun to a protest? The irony.
So now we're all going to be up in arms, not me, the left, that the person that was shot because he brought a gun to a protest was a male ICU nurse, right? That's the outrage now, that he was a nurse. What in your dense fucking mind makes you think for 1 second that just because someone holds a license to be a nurse, that makes them a good person? Because if you're from New Jersey, like myself, you might know a little law and a person, and there's also a fucking movie about it on Netflix, Charles Cullen, who also was a male ICU nurse who happened to kill, I don't even think they have the right numbers, but close to, it's approximated 300 ICU patients between New Jersey and Pennsylvania in the 90s up until, I think, 2003. He injected their fluid bags in the stockroom with insulin and a heart medication called digoxin. He didn't hang the bag himself, because of course not. Why would he want to get his hands dirty? Unsuspecting nurses would go grab a bag of saline, hang the IV for their patient, and their patient would code and die in the middle of the night. Do you catch my fucking drift? Do you understand? Is it like liberal dense that just because you have a job that is to take care of other people doesn't mean you do it? Some people are fucking nuts. Someone that shows up at a protest with a 9mm semi-automatic weapon and 2 full mags, whether he was licensed to carry or not, I don't give a fuck. So stop that. He was not there to be a good person. Got it? Does it sink in your head? He did not show up to be a good person at all. Just because you're a nurse doesn't mean you're not a fucking whack job like the fucking wacko in Florida that just got fired for saying disgusting, vile fucking things about Caroline Leavitt, who is pregnant. It's disgusting. Stop your fucking bullshit.
DHS has put out this statement saying that Minneapolis police were targeting operations against illegal aliens when a man approached with a 9mm handgun and they attempted to disarm the suspect. Now, I've already shown you video evidence that counters that argument. The man was holding a cell phone. He was backing away from them. He was talking calmly to them when federal agents approached him. physically contacted him, tackled him to the ground, and escalated the situation to the point that 6 or 7 federal agents were beating him before one of them or 2 of them, depending on the points of view you have, pulled their weapon, it doesn't matter the number, pulled their weapons and shot him in cold blood while he is laying on the floor. Now, some people claim that he has said that he was armed, that they heard him say that. And CNN confirmed through the police chief that he was a resident and he was legally allowed to carry a weapon. So he could have had a weapon, but it doesn't matter. That is his right under the Constitution. He is legally allowed to carry a weapon. And if he did, there was still no reason for him to be killed by them. Even if he notified them that he was carrying a weapon, they still don't get to shoot him. That's not how it works.
Are you a fucking moron? Seriously, are you a moron? Having a gun is not against the law. Everybody could have a gun, and that doesn't mean somebody should shoot you. The guy was on his knees in a fetal position with his hands handcuffed. He killed him because he wanted to kill him. And how do you know he knew he had a gun? How do you know he saw the gun? Right? You saw the video, I saw the video. He murdered the guy. And he was already dead and they kept shooting at him. That guy was not reaching for any gun. He couldn't. So if he's not reaching for the gun and he's in handcuffs, why would you shoot? A cop could stop you right now. And if you have a gun, legally speaking, because you have a gun in your car, legally, you acquired it legally, and then they kill you, do you think that's okay? Oh, officer, I have by the way, there's in my compartment right there, there's a gun, I have the paperwork, and then he grabs the gun and shoots you because you let them know that you have a gun. Is that what you're telling me, that from now on, the cops and everybody in a position of power should kill you because you decided to use your Second Amendment right, which is to own a gun and use it to defend yourself? He wasn't defending himself. He wasn't using it. They killed him, and you saying this proves to me that you're a liar, a moron, an idiot, and a piece of shit. Period.
Friend, let's talk. Just me, you, who else sees this on the internet, which probably won't be a lot of people. But it does absolutely matter that the man who was murdered, Alex, was legally carrying a firearm. It's right there in the word, legal. He had a concealed carry license legally. He, at no time, drew his weapon. He never presented his weapon. He didn't break any laws. Being there with a concealed carry permit and having it on his person is not an act of aggression. But let's flip the script. Let's say it were an illegal weapon. Do you know what's supposed to happen then? You're supposed to get arrested. You're supposed to be detained, taken to court, so a judge can arbitrate and decide what your sentence should be. Unless it's a jury trial, and then you're supposed to be tried by your peers. But you're not supposed to be murdered. But it doesn't matter, because he was completely within his rights legally to do so. He had both of his constitutional rights taken away. Maybe more than that, but he was there to protest, which he is allowed to do. And he was carrying a weapon, which he is allowed to do. So anyone who thinks that our Constitution isn't in trouble right now, look around. Because I don't know if you saw the same video that I did, but I saw 6 men get on top of a guy, pistol whip him, so he was definitely not a threat at that point. Another man took the firearm out of his holster and walked it away before somebody shot him in the face. 9, 10 times? Even if they were in a threat for their life situation, you should shoot once to disable the person. You should not be taking kill shots. 9 times is a little overbearing. It's beyond sad. It's incomprehensible what's going on. So yeah, it does matter that he was legally within his rights to own a weapon because he was killed for being a law-abiding citizen. He wasn't given a trial. He wasn't given a jury. And he shouldn't have had to anyways, because he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was lifting a woman up from the snow before he was thrown down onto the ground. But we just get to kill people on how we feel, I guess. The ICE officers just go off their feelings and instincts instead of what the rule of law should be, deciding who gets to live and who gets to die in our cities, that is not American. And for any person defending them right now, you have to step back and look at it. I know this was your guy. I know that you really wanted him to change things, but it's time to stop lying to yourself, because to me, that is the only reason you're able to spin these different narratives to make it okay. You are lying to yourself. You know it's wrong. You're witnessing things that are terrible acts against your community. You're not even just humankind, like your fellow Americans. To see that and not want to stand up against it is un-American. People are dying at the hands of our government. You can't ignore that. It's still gonna happen. So it's time to look in yourself and see, what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, welcome back. While a lot of people were saying so many things about, the innocent person who was actually, on the left, now this is what I have to say. I was thinking that the reason why, America allowed people to use, guns were for protection, right? In my own opinion, I would say this person never meant any harm. Yeah, because if he meant any harm, the moment he saw those people walking, to him where he is, he would have actually brought it out, right? And then maybe confronted them, but he didn't do any of that. So it means that he never had any plan or premonition of even, bringing it out to actually fight for himself or something. This is really, really an unfortunate incident, and it can actually happen to anyone. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? What are you also thinking? Because, the whiteys are the ones who are really, really well bothered about this whole thing, right? In as much as, the way everything happened wasn't meant to happen. But we all know ICE agents and the way they behave, right? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Do not forget, this particular video is just for entertainment and probably education, so someone else can know. So if you have your thoughts, share them in the comments. They are welcome. Do not forget, it's Global Gist with BJ, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Bye guys.